Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Dirt Rally. It's week 52 of the Gaming Decathlon competition. It is currently the second event of the championship in our Peugeot. We're in the elite level now, so second from the top. And we are up 2 spots to 7th place after the first 3 stages here in Monaco. So we just did 2 stages off camera. Really struggled on stage 2 as I hadn't played in just about a week. And you'll probably notice in my voice at some point during this episode I am down, under the weather a bit. Not feeling too hot. I spent the last weekend moving and ended up out in the rain. My wife doesn't drive, had to return a U-Haul truck, and oh, come on, we're stalling out here. As I pulled up to the U-Haul to return it, it started pouring, and I happened to have thrown my bike in the back as I was going to ride home on my bike, and I ended up doing about a 6-mile ride, which isn't that bad, but it was quite hilly along the way, and did it in the pouring rain at about 40 degrees out. That's Fahrenheit, by the way, so just above freezing.
Left 160.
I don't know, that's what, like maybe 7 degrees Celsius?
Right 5, continue to 80, tightens to 1.
Not 100% of the conversion rate on
left 1
off
long.
the top of my head, but get the point. It was quite cold, quite
And
wet.
right 2,
And,
continue to 100.
it has made me sick. Plus, meanwhile, trying to set up a house, all that good stuff.
Into right 4 over crest.
So, anyway, here we are.
To left
We're
1,
at it.
tightens.
5 seconds off pace here so far. A little bit slow, but
Into right 1
trying to
half
take
long.
it easy here. Anyway, that
Open hairpin
first
left.
stage back was
60.
quite slow, all because of one short little stretch. I was running really good, made one little mistake, nearly went off the edge of the road, had to take a penalty to reset
two
as I
long.
was dangling off the edge, so very nearly DNF'd.
Into left 2 long.
So 15 seconds for that, got right back on the road,
Right 5.
drove about 100 meters and
Into
crashed
left 2
again.
half long.
15-second penalty, even though I was totally fine, but there was one of those spectators nearby kind of penalties that you picked up. There was nobody there. There was no damage. I hit a guardrail, nothing more, but I was apparently close enough to that danger zone. And then,
And right 2
frustrated
long,
after
80.
that one, I took another penalty within a couple seconds. So 3 15-second penalties back to back
Left
to
5 over
back.
crest.
And that was
40. Caution left 5,
ultimately in
tightens,
the
hairpin left,
time gap,
crest.
as I was only just over a minute behind on the stage.
And
Ooh,
right
okay,
5 long.
that was close.
100 crest.
All right, time focus here.
And
Last stage
right
was
4
pretty good.
long, past
I had a
junction,
good time.
30 narrows, keep mid.
And a few cars
Right 3 past
experienced
junction,
some
continue to 80. Into right 4 long, 80.
significant time losses after
Left 5 long,
damage
over
of some
crest,
kind or another. There was a
130
few cars in that
crest.
situation. I moved
Right
up
3
ahead
long.
on one of those. That damage. 2 of them were already behind me. And then
And left 3 half
moved
long,
ahead of
over
another
crest.
car
Into right
based
2.
on time.
Into caution left 3, don't cut.
So it's got us into 7th
Into
place here.
right 1.
This is a
And
place that I
left
have
6 over crest.
DNF'd often, so
Left 1 half long.
if I knew how to
Into
turn
right
on the
2
headlights, I
long.
would. 'Cause it's kind of dark.
Into left 1 opens, 40.
You're definitely in
Caution
the
right
shadow
wall on exit. Crest.
side of the mountain
100.
here.
Caution
Just
line
peeking
into
our
right 3.
Head
Meter
out
hairpin left.
from the shade there for a moment. Hairpin coming up here.
Right 6 over crest. Left 6 crest. Caution left 5 into hairpin right. Tightens. 190 through dip. Long crest. Finish.
Weird stage complete. Looked away for a moment. 7th, 25 seconds off, and that's right about where we're at in the standings anyway, so that's good. Ooh, look at all those guys taking on damage in this stage. 8.5 minutes. Washchik is way down, last place now, completely out. Ruiz also, but Tarunin, I believe, was up there on time. Lima and Crawl. Let's see if those guys lose anything. Well, we remain in 7th, but yes, one of those guys was the guy Tarunin, I believe it was. That was just, yeah, it drops 5 places from 8th. So I was only about 2 seconds ahead of Tarunin in the standings, so that drops him out of contention. Now I've got a 30-second buffer over Olsen. O'Brien's another one who's lost a bit of time, but finishing near the top. So that's good for me, and I can certainly move up some more spots as I've got a pretty close gap from me really to 3rd. I mean, there's only a couple minutes, so one mistake and those guys could drop quite a bit. I'm already the highest Peugeot here, so it's a good thing that I've got that going for me. I'm 3 spots ahead of O'Brien in the standings, who's the next best placed. So those other controls, other cars have a lot more control on this course than I do, but managing to do relatively well despite that. But just a 1.5 seconds separating Manami and Dahl at the top. Alright, stage 5, nighttime and mist. This is going to make for a dangerous and interesting stage. Okay, time for repairs. We might be able to get the car fully repaired this time. Get the brakes back up, get the suspension up. Let's see, let's get that gearbox up. Oh yeah, we are. We're going to get the car fully repaired here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Last time we did not, so... was good. 2 stages to get back on track on that part. And here we go.
5.
We'll be at halfway
3,
through
2,
the race after this stage.
1, go. Ice from here. Left 2 and right 4 long. And left 5 continues for 80 over crest.
Yeah, with the mist, with nighttime,
right 3.5 long, narrows.
with ice, this
Left
is going to be
5,
a super, super
right
slippy
3,
stage.
tight
So
2,
we've got to drive very, very carefully here.
Left 2 long, open 60.
The conditions being what they are,
Right
we
2
can get
long,
some serious time gains
80 over crest.
just by surviving. Because there you go, I slid right over into that and had no control
Left
through there
3,
just because I got on the
into
gas a bit.
right
So,
3.5 long, 60.
there could be a lot of
Left
cars
6
taking
over crest,
huge
60.
time losses.
Left
So
2.
we are going to drive slow and carefully.
Right
And
6.
yes, even on the brakes,
Left 5,
it is hard to
60.
slow down and
Caution
keep
right
it
5
straight.
into acute left.
So I'm going to have to do a lot of
Left 6
easing
long.
on the brakes, either
Right
gently
5
or
over
on and off
right
to
over
keep
crest.
traction.
Caution braking
You
80 down,
cannot
acute right.
hold the brakes down steadily through here at all. Otherwise,
And
you're
left
just
6 long.
at the mercy of the
Left
road.
6 100. Caution right 3. Left 4 past
10
lane
seconds
line.
off pace.
Right
Ouch.
3 open to 80.
Somebody's found some
Caution
grip
keep right
here.
over crest,
despite
braking
the
down,
conditions.
acute left. 60.
Yeah, see? Woohoo. That's what I was talking about. Spun out, just braking. And that was
Left
not
6
hard on the
long.
brakes. That was nowhere near
Right
100%.
Into left 4
Braking
over
force,
crest
that
long.
was just
Left 3
light
long
brakes.
60. Caution acute right. Right 6 long tight over crest and continues. And
We're going
right
to lose
5.
a lot of time here, it looks like, to some
four
of the
tight.
cars. But if we can
Right
keep it,
6, into left 5 long, 60, keep
going.
right over crest.
we'll gain on others.
Right 6, 80. Caution right 1, long, 100.
Braking in stages
Crest
and
left
early.
4, right 6, and left
And not
4,
over accelerating
into left
to where
3
you're going
long,
to have more
caution
problems
60,
with braking.
acute
'Cause
left.
the braking is the hard part here. Slowing down is the hardest. So if we can keep a slower,
right 5,
steady
times
pace,
4 long, don't
keep
cut.
moving. There's enough grip in the car to keep going.
Right 6 long,
Oh,
over crest,
30
and
seconds
tightens
down
5 and continues
without any
into
significant
care left 1 long.
mistakes, just the pace that we're able to manage. Oh, I suppose I did
Into
have
right
one
3 long.
significant mistake in there, the spin out.
Into left 1, crest, ice patch from here.
What did that cost us? 8 seconds maybe?
Right 3 don't cut, left 4
We lost
times
20
to
seconds
3,
in that sector, so we're
Right,
losing
3 don't
about
cut.
10 seconds per
and
sector
left 3 into
pace-wise.
right 6 over 100 don't cut.
Through here, this nice little rhythm section
Caution into
is
acute right
been
60.
good for us because we're able to keep a decent pace through there and didn't have to brake much.
Left 5 over 120. And right
Less
3
snow and
left three
ice
over
as we're
crest.
getting further down the
Into
hill.
right 2
Lower
long,
elevation,
into
it's
crest.
not as bad the conditions now. So the braking's
Left 6
a little
150.
more tolerable now.
Right 3 long 100.
But only slightly. Still having to feather the
Left 3
brakes a
half
lot.
long. And right 3 half long. Left 360. Caution hairpin left.
By the way, I'm still on a
Into right
gamepad.
4 long.
but
Into left 6.
there you
Right
go,
5
another
over crest.
what,
Times
12,
3 120
11 seconds
down.
lost there? Or was it 13? Was I at 30?
Caution left 3 long 60. Hairpin right.
I have a wheel that I have ordered,
60.
but what
Right,
it is,
3 over
I'll
crest,
tell you after I get it. It is on a back order though, so it's going to be a few weeks before I
Left
get it.
5
So
over
we'll have
100. Crest 120.
at least a couple more episodes here
Caution line over
on
crest bump.
the
Into
gamepad
right
before
1.
I make that transition.
And left 1. Left 2 60. Right 3 long. Into left 4.
And by the way, in terms of scheduling
right five.
and how that one's
And
looking,
left 5 half
I'm
long,
literally
60.
recording this just the day before
Caution right 4 tightens to 1.
this episode goes live. Okay,
Left
braking
two long,
is actually
60.
starting to get a lot easier here, by the way.
Left
So
5
we continue to
100.
drop that elevation a bit as we're on the descent here.
Right 1.
I'm
Into
not having
left
to
3.
feather the brakes so much anymore.
Into
Not that I
right
have
4.
perfect
Left
grip.
5. Into keep right over crest. Finish.
Oh, sign, hello sign. Oh, I hate those signs. I've DNF'd because of those signs here in Monaco before. I was very careful when I went past that point. 9th place, 56 seconds down. But Vaselli retired. I have no idea where he was at in the standings. That could actually move me up a slot. Reed and Crawl. I know Crawl was already back, but was Reed up there in the standings? Dahl beats Minami by 1/10 of a second, closing the gap. It's still behind Minami. It's amazing how close those two are. Okay, I do move up a spot, 6th place, as Vaselli has retired. So Vaselli was in the top 6 previously. So there we go. I just inherited one spot. Olsen really closed me down that stage, though. I'm only 5 seconds ahead of Olsen. Anyway, I would not be recording right now, being sick and with everything that I have to do on getting the house set up and business set up for my wife and and I would definitely take the time off from recording if I were not
4,
so far
3,
behind
2,
already.
1, go.
I have a
Left
couple
4,
episodes
60.
that I have to get done today because they
Right
gotta get
3
posted
long.
tomorrow.
Into
Trying to
left
keep
2
up on the
over.
channel here for you guys.
And right 4.
No delays. Ooh. Okay, so we're in the snow and ice again, but it's not as bad as it was here on the last one. The braking so far, at least, not having to feather it quite as badly. And this is a long stage, long stage.
Into left 3. Into right 6. Into left 2 half long.
And it does appear that we are descending again this time, so this is good. The conditions will get better and better and better as this stage goes on, as we're going to cover a lot of ground and drop
and right 2 continues
a
for
whole
100
bunch of meters in height.
Into right 4 over crest. Into left 1 tightens.
Wow, hey, not bad. 4.5 seconds down is all.
Half long. Into open hairpin left. 60. Right 2 opens and tightens into open hairpin left. Right 2 long. Into left 2 long. Into right 5. Into left 2 half long. 40. Right 3 long opens, continues for 150. Over crest. 60.
Okay, so far so good.
Left 1 long.
Big slowdown coming up
And
here.
right 2 long, 80.
And we're starting to get out of the super icy stuff.
Left 5 over crest, 40.
10 seconds
Caution,
down.
left 5
Good,
tightens,
very good
hairpin
so far.
left crest.
Still patches though. This is the dangerous period here, because I could have
And
too much
right
speed.
5 long. 100 crest. And caution, right 4 long past junction, 40 narrows, keep mid. Right 3 past junction, continues
That was a
80.
dangerous turn right
Into
there.
Right,
Right here,
80.
the opposite direction. That little guardrail. This was the section where I lost 45 seconds, coming the other way uphill. Right there where those cars are, I went through a gap, almost went off the cliff edge, and then hit the guardrail, and then a third time at the other end.
And left 3 half long over crest, into right 2,
So
into
good thing I
caution,
just made it
left
through
3
there
don't
cleanly
cut.
and didn't lose any time on that.
Into right 1,
As I said, I lost nearly a
and
minute.
left 6 over crest. Left 1 half long,
So far, so good on this stage, as we're just
Into right
17
2 long.
seconds behind the lead.
into left
Long
1
turn, that
opens, 40.
gap is going to continue to
Caution,
grow,
right 4 wall on
but
exit, crest 100.
making a decent time.
Caution line into right 3, immediate hairpin left. Right 6 over crest. Left 6 crest. Caution left 5 into hairpin right, tightens. 190 through dip, long crest. Caution left 6, immediate right 1 past junction. Into left 3 long, don't cut.
Okay, I kept control through there. That was so
Right
close to
6
being
line into
over
right
the edge.
4.
Just 4 seconds lost there, so again, another
Left
good
4
sector.
and right 6 and right 6 long, 40, left 2 tightens into
This car
left
has
6
its
long,
advantage for
continues
some
over
races,
crest.
but not for others. And this is definitely where we're at a major disadvantage.
And crest into right 5 long and left 6, 230, crest. Caution braking 60.
You know, I seem to always go for the car that has the most horsepower, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're in a winning car.
60.
There's a couple places, a couple races where it does, where it gives you an advantage. There's other races, like here, major disadvantage. The smaller, the lighter cars, the better controlling cars
150.
are going to do a better job, even though they have less horsepower. And that's exactly what's been happening
Left 6
here.
continues over crest, 40.
Maybe for this next class. Actually, this next class, I think I only have 2
Right 6
choices.
over crest down into right 3 long. Into right 6 long over crest. And caution left 5 over crest. Immediate right 3. and right 3. Into left 2 long tightens, 100 over long crest. Left 4 long, into left 6.
Okay.
And right 4
Stay
half long.
composed through here.
Into caution right 3 long over crest.
Big chances for mistakes. Just 36 seconds down with only a couple to go. So if we can stay inside of a minute, we're going to have a really good time. And I definitely think we're going to safely hold on to our position, if not gain something, as long stages always have a bigger chance of serious time losses for some cars, and especially cars taking on damage and losing huge chunks of time.
Tightens to 3. Into left 3. Into caution right 6. Immediate hairpin left. Left 6, 40. Right 3 long over crest. And left 2. Into right 1 long. And caution left 4. Into hairpin right long. And crest. Left 3 long. Into right 6.
Okay.
Into
42.
left 5 long crest, 40.
That's about 6 seconds that time, but
Left 6.
not bad, not bad.
Right 1 long past junction. Into left 1 crest. Right 6, 80 over crest. Right 4 long. Into right 3 tightens long. Into left 1 half long, keep left over crest. Right 4 long, tightens. Into left 4. Into right 2 over crest. Into left 1, 150 to finish.
All right. All red, no greens, but that should be a solid time. 45 seconds is all that I lost. 6th place overall, and that very much was the position where I'm at in the standings, as nobody in the top standings seemed to have lost any more time, even though, look at the back here. We've already got Vaselli retired, but 4 cars take significant losses. Papantenoy, with a sticking brake, only lost a few minutes. But outside of that, these other guys, big time losses, yet sadly most of them already had significant time losses. So O'Brien overtakes the Greek driver that I just mentioned. I've already pronounced it once. Once is good enough for now. But Ruiz, Reed, see, these guys are all in the back already. Wojciech, who... the Polish driver who lost a lot of time and was in 16th for a while, is now up to 11th as he's back on track. You got 3 drivers there competing within about a minute of each other, but they're so far back that they're not a threat. But Olsen is definitely a threat, just 19 seconds behind me, and there's more than a minute to DeLuca in front of me. So the only way I move up beyond 6th place is if somebody takes on damage at some point and loses a large chunk of time. So we've got 4 stages left to get through. We're still in the night, still in the mist, and still a longer stage again. This will be an easy chance. I should be able to get full repairs done here, but maybe not, maybe not. These wheels alone are going to use up... Oh, we do. We get it all repaired, but only just. There was not much time left there. Let's go ahead and head on to the next stage.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 150. Right 2, into left 2.
Alright, we're starting to go uphill here, so this is going to be different than what we've done in these stages. We're definitely on tarmac for now, so we're going to be able to push for a little while. We've got to be careful not to push too hard.
Into left 2 half long. And left 5 long, 170 over crest. keep left over crest, into open hairpin right. Into left 2 long. Into right 660. Right 6 long crest.
It's very slow through that corner.
Left
It was
6,
a long corner,
into
though.
right 3 long crest.
It wasn't
Hairpin
the only
left.
one who was going to be slow through there, but still slower than I could have taken it.
Into
Wow.
right 5.
As hard as I pushed that, it's still 5 seconds off the pace.
Into left 1 long tightens. Into right 1 half long. Into left 3 long 100. Hairpin right. Into left 5. Into right 4 long. Into left 2 long. Into right 2 long. Left 3 crest. And open hairpin left. Into right 3 long. Into left 3 long, don't cut. Into hairpin right. And right 3 long, don't cut over crest. Into
A little
left 4,
too tight to the
60.
apex there, and then lost the rear end, accelerating out. So
Into right
conditions
6,
starting to
60.
change, or was that just a one-off?
Right 5 long jump, maybe
Still looks like
130.
I'm on tarmac here.
Hairpin right opens. And ice patches from here.
Here's
And
the
left 4
just
continues for 100. Into right 4 over jump, don't cut, 40 narrows. Left 6 over crest.
Woo.
And left 2 opens over crest, 150.
Storm out again. Alright, conditions have definitely changed. Gotta back off a bit here,
Right
especially
6 continues for
all these corners and
100.
accelerating out. Can't be flat out anymore. So here comes that first adjustment, and
Into
we're just in
hairpin left.
sector 3. So this is gonna get dangerous quick.
60. Left 6.
Yeah, uphill's almost worse than downhill.
And right 6 over crest, 40. Caution
Because
crest,
you're
left 6.
pushing more and you're
Immediate
accelerating
hairpin
more,
right.
and that's where you get into trouble.
150 over crest. Right 6 over crest. Left 5 long. And right 6 long into open hairpin right. Left 5 continues for 100. Into right 5. Into left 6. Into right 4 long, don't cut. Into care, left 1 long, narrow on exit. Into right 6
Okay,
hard
22
long,
seconds down at that
150
point
through dip.
is pretty darn good, because that's essentially
Open
a
hairpin
stage.
left.
That's a shorter stage right there that we just completed, just 22 seconds off the front. So, very good so
Into
far.
right 5 half long.
Second half of the
130.
stage, though,
Left
still
6 over crest.
ongoing. So more
Meet your
time will be
hairpin right,
lost.
bump on
But
exit.
at this rate, we're inside of a minute.
Left 4. And left 4 narrows, 100.
So let's get that off the wall.
Left 4 half long. And right 2 long, tightens to 1. Into left 2. And right 1, 100. Right 5 over
Still
crest.
push a bit here.
Into left 1
Could
half
be
long.
making up time or not.
Into right 4.
See, I imagine the other cars will be pushing
And left 2
fairly well.
half long.
Considering
Into
the time
right 4
losses,
long,
but
don't
just
cut on
26
exit.
seconds, so
Into left 4
still
continues
very
at
good
80,
through there, just
130.
4 seconds lost.
Right 6 long over crest, 100. Left 3. And left 2 past junction, 60.
Ah, that
Left
was,
4 long,
this is the spot.
80.
This is the spot. This is where I lost all the
Caution
time.
left
So I'm
5
coming
long.
back the other way on a longer stage now.
And hairpin right.
Or maybe not. No, it's not. It's not the same spot.
And right 6
Just
long,
looks similar.
40. Right 6 over crest, 60.
Nice patch. Not on the gas fully, not even close. Only slightly on the gas, but
Caution
that
left 2 tights to 1.
we had a little slippage anyway from the pace.
Into right 2 long 100.
And that little slippage and a little bit on the gas was enough to
Left 6 long 40.
create the massive oversteer and send us around.
4 long double
Luckily,
tights.
it was non-damaging other than a few seconds lost.
And right 2 long.
Recover and get back on track.
Into left
Reverse there
5.
for a moment.
Into right 2.
Alright, well, we're clearly in
Into
the
left
ice
1
now.
long opens. Into
Conditions have
hairpin
changed
right.
yet again here for these final two stages, final two sectors of the stage.
Into left 1 opens and tightens 60. Hairpin right.
I know this is a very different drive than the beginning of the stage was, but that's why they do this, right?
Into left 1 long. Into open hairpin right. Into left 5 half long over crest. Into left 2 tightens to 1
40
opens.
seconds. A little more time being lost there. And these conditions
Into
were not
right
as
1
good.
long 40. Left 2 opens and continues for 80. Into right 2 long crest. And right 1.
Oof.
Into left 6.
I was going plenty slow there.
Into right 4 long don't cut. Into open hairpin left. Tightens. Into left 3 long. Into right 1. Into left 3. Into right 2 tightens to 1. Into left 4 long 40. Turn right 4 to finish.
Alright. Hey, we made it through. Good time. That's definitely under a minute. 42 seconds down, fourth best on the stage, ahead of, I think, Gautier's in. Gautier is in what, third overall, and ahead of DeLuca, who's the one ahead of us, and well ahead of Olsen, the next one behind. So that's a fantastic time there, and look how close this late on with just a couple stages, or what, one stage to go after this. Dahl just 3 seconds behind Minami, but we are firmly into 6th place unless somebody drops a big chunk with damage. Oh, no. 3 still to go. Ah, dang. Alright, well, we've finally reached the next day after a lot of nighttime.
2, 1, go. 150. Right 2 into left 2. Into right 3. Into left 2 long crest. Right 1 long tightens. Into left 2 half long. And left 5 long 170 over
Still
crest.
trying to make a decision on
Keep left over
what these
crest.
conditions are like.
Into open
The road is
hairpin
clearly
right.
damp, but it looks like a lot of the freezing has
Into left 2
lifted,
long.
and then it's not necessarily
right
ice,
6,
it's just
60.
damp.
Right 6 long crest.
So it looks like maybe the
Left 6
temperature's above
into
freezing right
3
now.
long crest. Hairpin left. Into right 5. Into left 1 long
5.5 seconds down,
Into
not
right
bad.
1 half long. Into left 3 long 100. Hairpin right. Into left 5. Into right 4 long. Into left 2 long. Into right 2 long.
A little late on that left 2
3
long
crest.
there,
And open
co-pilot.
hairpin left.
Almost
Into right 3 long.
screwed me on that one, I barely saved it. Woo!
Into left 3 long.
Massive
don't cut.
oversteer, just kept that off that inner wall
Into hairpin right.
on the exit.
And right 3 long, don't cut over crest.
Good. There you go.
Into left 4, 60.
Just got on that too early and set
Left
myself
4.
into the wall.
Into right 6,
Think that
60.
guardrail was there, huh?
Right 5 long, jump maybe, 130.
Nasty. Hey, just 9 seconds down. Alright, so that was only about 3.5 seconds lost that time.
And left 4 continues for 100.
Now this is getting icy.
Into right 4 over jump, don't cut,
See, it's
40
glossy
narrows.
a bit.
Left 6 over crest.
Saw some glossy roads this morning myself.
And left 2
So
over
driving
crest,
6
150.
a.m. this morning and taking my wife to work. And it was 24 degrees out.
Right 6 continues
Definitely
100.
driving on roads that were a bit glossy, but I would not say icy. It was
Into
more
hairpin
frosty.
left. 60. Left 6. And right 6 over crest, 40. Caution crest, left 6. Immediate hairpin right.
15 seconds.
150 over crest.
Trend continues.
Right 6 over
Be happy
crest.
with a stage where we finished just
Left
20
5
seconds down.
And right 6 long into open hairpin right. And ice patches from here.
Yes, I've noticed the ice
Left 5
patches.
continues for 100.
A little late on the comment.
Into right 5. Into left 6. Into right 4 long, don't cut. Into care, left 1 long, narrow on exit. Into right 6 half long, 150 through dip. Finish.
Fourth place, 18 seconds. Beautiful. Beautiful. DeLuca loses some time. Olsen lost 2 minutes. Ooh, Dahl has overtaken Minami by 1.7. I'm within a minute now of DeLuca, but that's too far back with only 2 stages to go. Olsen's time lost is good for me. That gives me plenty of cushion in these last 2 stages. I just need to stay alive. A little bit longer stage here, but not too bad. So we're into midday sunny here as we were able to sleep through the later part of the morning after that last stage. Or after those night stages, the 3 night stages that we completed. I think we're going to get fully repaired here. Maybe. Just. Yeah. Excellent. Final 2.
5, 4,
That
3,
was the last chance the
2,
mechanics had to take a look.
1, go. Into right 5,
It's a
don't
shorter
cut. And left
but longer
5,
version
into
of the
right
shorter
4,
stages. So it's not a double, it's
into
just a
left 2
longer
tightens.
single stage.
150.
Looks like we're already
Right
into the
6,
icy patches
into
here at
right
the start,
4,
so we'll
tightens
definitely
3.
get up into full
Left
ice
1 opens
before the end
100.
of this stage, if not into the snow.
Right 5. And left 6. Into right 5. And left 5 long tightens 4. And
I don't
right
want
2.
to overdo it on
right
any
1.
of these corners, as you never know when you're going to suddenly
Left
hit
3,
the
150 through
heavy
dip.
ice patch and then wreck.
Keep left over crest. Keep right over crest. Right 6 long tightens 5 and continues 80.
Like that. That
Left 5 long over
little
crest,
dog
60.
leg almost caught me out. If I had any
Hairpin
more
left.
speed, I wouldn't have made it. If you notice, there was that little glitch.
Into right 3
Not
long.
glitch, the little...
Opens 100.
this word.
Caution left 5 long over crest bad camber.
Little
Right
blip
6
where we kinda
and caution left
jolted.
5 half long tightens.
There you
Immediate
go.
hairpin
Jolt.
right.
That little jolt.
80.
As we just nudged it. Hey, 6
Right 5
seconds.
half
That's
long.
good. That's good.
Left 4
Especially considering
and
I'm
right
taking
4
it a
half
little
long.
slower.
80 over crest. Left 4 long
Conditions.
100.
Getting a little less patchy,
Keep right
a bit more
over crest,
consistent
80.
here already.
Right 6 long, 60. Caution left 4 half long, slippy. And right 5 half long over crest. Left 4.
Oh no. Oh, that was so close.
And caution right 6 continues 100, don't cut. Into hairpin left.
Oh, an ultimate stage.
100.
And we nearly went over the
Left
edge
6
there.
long. And right 4. More ice patches from here. Into left 5 half long, don't cut. And
Yeah.
right 4 long.
We're not really
Into
in
caution
patches
left
anymore.
6,
It's
don't
just
cut
ice
crest.
now.
Into right
No, there's
3
a patch
times
there.
2. Left 4 long, don't cut.
Oh my, oh my.
Right 3 times 2, 80 over crest. Left 6
I'm on a
continues
section of
100
road
over
here
crest,
that
80.
is full of race enders, so I'm slowing
Caution
down
left
even
4
more now.
long into hairpin right.
Unless I have a clear look. Yeah, see, I lost a lot more time there, but
Left
let's
6.
race preservation time. Remember, I've got
And
2.5
right 4
minutes gap to the driver
And
behind
right
me.
5.
And the only
Left
way I
6
move up at
into
all
right
at
6
this
half
point,
long over crest, 80.
because it's almost a full minute
Crest left 1.
the next
half
car in
long,
front.
100.
even
Full
though
ice
I've
from
been
here.
gaining on them stage by stage, I'm not going to gain a minute,
Left
so
6 over crest,
the only
60.
overtakes are
Right 5
somebody
times
taking
4,
on
don't
damage.
cut.
So that means
Into left 6.
it's
Into right 6.
race preservation
Into
right
left
now.
5,
I'm not
60.
racing for position anymore. It's the
Left 4 long
no
over
DNF
crest,
and I
continues
get
80.
6th place.
Hairpin left.
Or better,
60.
still possible, but again, that's not
Right 5
racing.
long tightens over crest and continues. Into
Now we're
left
into
5, 130.
snow on ice here.
Caution hairpin right. 100. Keep mid over crest. Left 6, 60. Left 4 long. Right 5, keep in. Left 6 half long, keep in 100. Caution right 6 long through dip, braking hairpin
Yeah,
left.
I'm losing time, I know.
100 up. Left 6 half long, crest.
I feel like
And
I need to
caution
bust
left
out the
6,
Bee Gees
right
right
5
now.
tight, into hairpin right.
You know what comes
60.
next. Somebody's staying alive, right?
Left 6, 60.
Don't worry, I won't actually say
Right 6 long, into left 6, and right
Safe.
3 long crest.
for now.
Right 6,
It's my
80.
whole point right now as well.
Left 5 long, keep in.
Is
And
it?
right 4 long, 80 over crest. Left 4 long, crest. Into right 4 tightens to 3. Into left 4 long, keep in. Right 5 long. Left 5 half long, crest. Right 6 long. Left 5 half long, 60. Turn right 1 to finish.
Okay, another red. How bad's the damage time-wise? Well, we'll see in a moment. Shouldn't affect me at all. See, I still got 5th place, 40 seconds. I even finished ahead of DeLuca, gaining another 0.3 of a second on him. And I'm well ahead of any other Peugeot. No change at the top, no change in the middle. Crawl, the only positional change here as we head into the final stage, and also it'll be the final stage of the episode as we're just about out of time. It's a shorter one this time, mostly all asphalt, barely any ice or snow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Caution 60, right 3 over big bump, keep in, left 4, half long 100. Keep left over crest. Caution right 6 long, acute left 100. Keep left over crest. Into right 6 long. Caution 100 down, hairpin right.
Little ice patches. No
Left
reason
6,
to
80.
overdo anything, so I'm not pushing too hard
Left
here
6
on this final
continues over
stage.
100.
We just want to bring
Right
this
6,
car home in
60
one
crest.
piece.
Caution, right 4 tight.
Again, I've
left
still
5,
got
don't cut.
race killers here,
Right 6,
as we are
and
definitely
left
on
3.
the edge of a cliff here. So,
Into
and I'm
right
just
5
4
half
seconds
long.
off the pace, even
Into left 4
taking it
long.
slow. So,
And right 2 over 80 past lay-by, tightens to 1. Left 4. Into crest, left 3. And left 3 long, 80. Right 3 long, tightens. Into left 1 long. Into right 4. And left 6. Into right 3 tightens to 2, keep out.
nice.
Left 5 over crest.
Getting through here without
Into right 3, 60. Caution left 6
Any
over
problems?
80, tightens hairpin left.
nice little clean run here. And, puts me off pace a little bit.
Right 5, tightens to hairpin right long. Into left 4.
Moment, this feels like driving my car. I've got a Mini Cooper.
Right 6, 60
Handles like a
crest.
dream.
Left 6.
Built for these kind
Left
of
4
roads,
into
these kind of
tunnel, 80.
conditions. It's like a go-kart. I
Right
didn't know
3
this
long,
BMW
60 and
owns
crest.
Mini Cooper, so it's got a good solid engine.
Into
All
right 5.
compacts. You don't get
Into
much better
left
than
4
that.
long, 60. Right 6. Into left 3 long, opens and tightens.
So they're real
Right
annoying on the
4.
maintenance.
And right
Built
3
light.
long.
Built efficient in
Into
certain
right
ways,
4,
but
120
it's
crest.
inefficient in others. It's built to be
Into
lightweight.
left 5 long, 100.
You lose some
Caution
quality in
crest,
some
jump
areas.
maybe
Some
60.
areas that matter
Left 3
a lot.
long, 60.
So
Right 3
repairs
long,
are
120.
expensive. It requires a lot of
one
maintenance, a
long.
lot of upkeep to keep it.
Into caution, right 2 deceptive, keep out
Those
past
problems
junction
too often.
opens. Into right 2 to finish.
Still a fun car to drive. And there's the end of our race. Good solid 6th place here. 5th on the stage again, so we continue to pick up time on DeLuca. So if we hadn't made that key mistake on stage 2, I probably would have ended up 5th overall, but I'm still happy with a 6th place. In fact, yes, there you go. Take a minute off of the time we lost, or the 45 seconds anyway, and yes, we would have been a little bit ahead of DeLuca in 5th place, but I'm happy with 6th. We had 200,000 credits, and in that we are back-to-back races in 6th. Vaselli, who was 2nd last time out, 16th with that DNF this time, so that drops him out of promotion spots. Manami and Dahl right there at the top. Dahl lost some time in that last one as well. Clark, consistent, puts him into the top 3. Not that many points outside of the top 3, but it's going to take better than 6th places if I will get out of Elite and into that top Masters class. But with as many car classifications as we have left to cover, we'll get there eventually in the Masters. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record. Here we go, last car for that next classification. We'll definitely be ready to go with the Opel or the Lancia next time out. Bye for now.